5 World Series rings, a spot in the Hall of Fame. Reggie Jackson's achievements are undeniable, but behind the legendary status was a player who constantly faced challenges, proving that even the greatest athletes aren't immune to controversy. What did he do? Let's find out. His recent controversy has left his fans shockingly sad. He has told us about the life he is living now because of what he faced during those shiny days. Reginald Martinez, Reggie Jackson, was born on May 18, 1946, in Wyncote, Pennsylvania, just north of Philadelphia. His father, Martinez Jackson, who was half Puerto Rican, worked as a tailor, but he was also a former second baseman with the Newark Eagles of the Negro League. Martinez Jackson was a single father, and theirs was one of the few black families in Wyncote. Jackson graduated from Cheltenham High School in 1964. He excelled in all sports, be it football, basketball, baseball, or track and field. On the baseball team, he batted .550 and threw several no-hitters, proving to all that not only he had the talent but also the dedication and drive to succeed in his sport. For football, Jackson was recruited by Alabama, Georgia, and Oklahoma, all of whom were willing to break the color barrier just for Jackson. Oklahoma had black football players before 1964. Jackson declined Alabama and Georgia because he was fearful of the South at the time, and he declined Oklahoma because they told him to stop dating white girls. For baseball, Jackson was scouted by Hans Lieber of the San Francisco Giants, who was desperate to sign him. The Los Angeles Dodgers and Minnesota Twins also made offers, and the hometown Philadelphia Phillies gave him a tryout, but declined because of his hitting skills. Despite his father's wishes for him to focus on academics, Jackson's determination to excel in both sports ultimately led him to pursue his passion for athletics at Arizona State University. He accepted a football scholarship from Arizona State University in Tempe. There, ASU's head football coach, Frank Kush, after a recruiting trip, decided that Jackson had the ability and willingness to work to join the squad. However, Jackson wanted to showcase his skills in both football and baseball at the collegiate level. One day after football practice, while still in his football gear, he hit a home run on the second pitch he saw. In 5 at-bats, he hit 3 home runs. He was allowed to practice with the baseball team, but could not join the squad because the NCAA had a rule forbidding the use of freshman players. Jackson switched permanently to baseball following his freshman year, as he did not want to become a defensive back. He was soon assigned to a Baltimore Orioles-affiliated amateur team called Leones to hone his skills. He broke numerous team records for the squad, and the Orioles offered him a $50,000 signing bonus if he joined the team. Jackson declined the offer, stating that he did not want to forfeit his college scholarship. Despite his impressive baseball skills, Jackson's heart still belonged to football. He famously said, "I'd rather run over someone than hit a home run any day." In the beginning of his sophomore year in 1966, he broke the team record for most home runs in a single season, led the team in numerous other categories, and was the first team All-American. In front of scouts from both professional baseball and football teams, Jackson showcased his incredible talent, and in his final game at Arizona State, he showed his potential by being only a triple away from hitting for the cycle, making a sliding catch, and having an assist at home plate. Jackson was the first college player to hit a home run out of Phoenix Municipal Stadium. During his freshman year at Arizona State, he met Jenny Campos, a Mexican-American student studying psychology, and they quickly formed a strong bond. Despite the demands of his athletic career and people trying to tear them apart due to racial differences, Jackson made time to support Jenny in her studies and attend her important events. Their relationship blossomed into a deep connection that lasted throughout his college years. At the age of 20 years, he made his professional debut as a center fielder in the season opener on June 24th at Bethel Park in Eugene. Oregon Jackson played for 2 Class A teams in 1966. He began 1967 with the Birmingham A's in the AA Southern League in Birmingham, Alabama, as one of only a few black players on the team. The team was affiliated with the Kansas City A's. Jackson's success in the minor leagues caught the attention of Major League Baseball scouts, leading to his call-up to the Kansas City Athletics in 1967. This marked the beginning of his illustrious career in the major leagues. Jackson debuted in the major leagues with the A's in 1967 in a Friday doubleheader in Kansas City. And the moment he entered the field, The audience knew it was going to be a shutout sweep of the Cleveland Indians. And not just that, but a big gap of scores of 2-0 and 6-0 at Municipal Stadium. It is worth noting that despite Reggie's classic performances, the kind of racism he had to endure could definitely crush any other person's spirits. And the purpose of all the unwanted hate on the player was so he could be let down. Jackson spoke of the racism he endured with the Athletics AA team in 1967 before he was called up to the big leagues later that year. He credits Birmingham manager John McNamara for protecting his players. Despite these circumstances, Reggie was hell-bound to prove his worth to the world, and just after, he was selected by the major leagues. The Athletics moved west to Oakland, California in 1968, and Jackson quickly became a key player for the team, earning the nickname Mr. October for his clutch performances in postseason games. Jackson hit 47 home runs in 1969, his first season. With all these major hits and sweeps, Jackson was getting recognized everywhere, adored, and listened to. Not sure other athletes were thinking of him as a rising talent when he first came and had his first career hit in the nightcap. In May 1970, the Athletics sent him to play in Puerto Rico, where he played for the Santurce team and hit 20 homers and knocked in 47 runs to lead the league in both categories. Jackson was named the league's MVP that year. Jackson's success in Puerto Rico helped him continue to excel when he returned to the Athletics, solidifying his reputation as a powerhouse player both on and off the field. His impressive stats and leadership skills contributed to the team's success in the years to come. Jackson's first season with the Yankees in 1977 was a difficult one. Jackson played 21 seasons and reached the postseason in 11 of them, winning 6 pennants and 5 World Series. Moreover, he suffered only 2 losing seasons in his career, illustrating his penchant for making teams better. With the Yankees, Jackson was the center of attention when it came to the media. Jackson was the first major leaguer to hit 100 home runs for 3 different clubs, having hit over 100 for the Athletics, Yankees, and Angels. He is the only player in the 500 home run club who has never had consecutive 30 home run seasons in a career. Following his playing career, Jackson spent much of his time with the New York Yankees, Crane Capital, and numerous community initiatives affiliated with Crane's enterprises to invest in diversity and inclusion with STEM programming and skills development. He also serves as an ambassador for Crane in select baseball-related matters. Jackson spoke about the racism he faced when he was last in the city and the challenges he faced during his playing days. Jackson's commitment to diversity and inclusion is evident in his work with STEM programming and skills development initiatives. He has always been an advocate for racial equality. Even in his late 70s, he openly tells the world about the experiences racially charged to have happened to him and the impact they had on him. Even today, he recounts the time when he was subjected to such horrible racism, which he now says Jackson credited to having white friends and allies on his side to stick up for him and keep him from doing anything that might have jeopardized his career or his life in the deeply segregated era. "I would have never made it. I was too physically violent. I was ready to physically fight. I'd have gotten killed here," he said. "But I wouldn't wish it on anybody," are the words of the 78-year-old legend who conquered the baseball field. But these words also show the impact of the unjust racism he endured during it all. However, with all the stardom, he, like any other celebrity, had people with malicious intentions towards him. In the late 90s, he had many such incidents where he was attacked. Reggie Jackson will always be remembered as a trailblazer in the world of baseball, not only for his incredible talent on the field, but also for his contributions off the field. His impact on the sport and his dedication to helping others will continue to inspire generations to come. Reggie Jackson's legacy will forever be imprinted in the hearts of fans and players alike, making him a true icon in the history of baseball. So this was all about the legend Reggie Jackson, and if you liked our video, please give it a thumbs up and like and subscribe to our channel for more such videos.